And I'm Kerry Fink with Helping Seniors of Brevard. I have the privilege of standing here with a great friend of ours. He is our winner of the 2024 8th Annual Helping Seniors Car Raffle. His name is Jim Neumann, and he chose this beautiful Chevrolet Colorado 2024 pickup truck that we are standing next to. Jim, how are you today?
I'm great. I just am in awe that I won this. It's amazing.
You know, what I love about this, first of all, I love your spirit that you've been so willing to say, look, I want to come out and show people that real people actually win these things, because we were out at the American Muscle Car Museum Sunday, October 26th of this year, 2024, and Mark Pyrlock calls a kid out of the audience and says, okay, I want somebody who doesn't have anything to do with tickets, come in here, reach in that barrel and pull out a ticket. And we did this live, Facebook Live, everything, because we want everybody to see 100% what's going on. This kid reaches it, after they spin it, kid reaches in the barrel, pulls it out, and Mark starts reading off the numbers one by one. Does anybody have the first numbers? I can't remember what the first number is. I guess it was a 0 maybe?
Yes, it was.
So he goes, yeah, does anybody have a 0? So people are cheering. And as he goes down the line and introduces number by number, fewer people. Now, it's happened. This is our 8th annual car raffle, and about half the time the winner has actually been there. And it's always funny to watch their reaction. Like Gail McGinnis was our winner the year before last. She was in the audience, and when they called the number, it was the people around her that were like, that's your number. She was standing there like, I can't believe, is this really my number? And they're like, you got to go up there and claim your Camaro. This year, we called you so we got to the end of the numbers, and Mark goes, let's try to call Jim on the phone now. So we get you on the phone. We put it on speaker, so it's being broadcast through the whole PA system, and we're going through that. We called you up and said, you've got the car. Yours is the winning number. The crowd is cheering behind you. And I remember asking, I said, it's non-binding right now, but do you have a car in mind that you want to pick? And you told us
The Colorado truck.
Yeah. And, so literally it was like the Wednesday of that same week. We said, okay, once you tell us the car, you're going to connect up with AJ Hires, general manager for that particular store, and they'll work out all the details. Talk about how that happened.
Yeah, that was amazing. I still couldn't believe I won. So when I got to the dealership, they said, well, there's the trucks over there. I went and picked out this one and walked in. Okay, I want this one. They threw me the keys. Well, congratulations. We just had to do a little bit of paperwork, and that was it. It was unbelievable. It was so easy. And that's when I decided that I really did win, when I drove off with the new truck. It was amazing. It was unbelievable. And when you give back, good things happen.
Yeah, what I love about it is you were telling me the story. I said we had met up apparently at the American Muscle Car Museum earlier in the year because you had come by the Helping Seniors display. You were there attending another charitable event. And you said, no, I want to help you guys. I'm going to get some tickets for this. And not only did you help us there, but you said, listen, I can help you guys on a charity front because I can help you cut some credit card costs. And we're so grateful for your help and your work on that side of it too. But the funny thing was you go like, let me buy some tickets. And you told me the story. You said like, Kerry, if you remember, I bought 5 tickets, but you handed me 6. I think, am I saying the story right? Tell the story.
You're saying correct. It was $25 a ticket or 5 for 100. So I said, I'll take 100. Well, the lady I was buying them from pulled out 6 of them. And I was thinking, man, I can't leave that 6th one. What if that's the winner? So I ended up spending $125 for 6 tickets. And it was actually the first one I bought was the one that was drawn. But I couldn't let that 6th one just sit there because I thought it was meant to be. But it was just a precursor to, it was the first ticket you bought, Jim. So
yeah. So amazing. You have the tickets with you, don't you?
Sure do.
Hold up that way. It's funny because on camera we blurred out your name and address and everything, but we did show the top half of your ticket. But you have all 6 tickets that you purchased. And which one was the winner?
This top one here was the winner, but here's the 6 I bought on March 9th when they first started the raffle. And here's my 6 tickets. I kept the stubs and you never know, and then I knew.
And it all worked out. And you have this, I don't know what they call it. You worked in the automotive business. What do they call this sheet? It's the window sticker.
Yeah, the window sticker, the bill of lading, they call it, which shows all the features of the vehicle, the cost and everything. And I will frame this. And I just can't believe it. I mean, here's all the features and everything. And as you can see, $42,000 truck. I mean, I paid $125 for the ticket. It's just amazing.
And then you're so kind to say, listen, as you guys are out and about, I want to come and help you and let people know that real people do win these things, but also help you, because we need all the help as a charity. I always tell people, say, it's not easy being in the nonprofit world. And Joe Steckler, who is our founder, he's now chairman emeritus, but he's always said, Kerry, he said, you know, people have so many things that are tugging at them to give. And he said, you've got to go find a fun way for people to get involved and support the work of the charity. And he said, that's why I started the car raffles all those years ago, because it's a fun way for people to give. And yet they might come up with something. And of course, Mark Pylock has taken that to a whole nother level, because he opens up the museum and makes it a great day for everybody who comes out to his amazing muscle car. We had such a fun I'm so sorry you couldn't be there this year, and we had to call you on the phone, but I know you'll be back. And and it's just fascinating with almost 500 cars in there. It's like the most amazing collection, and we're blessed to have it right here in Central Florida.
Yeah, the American Muscle Car Museum is amazing. I highly recommend it. I'm born and raised here, and it is just phenomenal. And it all worked out. The everything lined up for me to be there to buy some tickets while I was supporting another charity of mine, and it was all by design.
That's great. So I'm going to hand the microphone to you and ask Cal, our camera guy, to follow you around and give us a tour of the truck. I'm going to hand you the mic and step out of the way and talk about this beautiful truck.
Thank you. Yeah, 2024 Colorado LT. I wanted two-wheel drive, so I got exactly what I wanted. I've added a few things to it. It came with so much stuff, but I added the step rails to it, and then the rear tonneau cover here. And then I had a spray bed liner put in, and that's about it. It came with, it's fully loaded, electronic, everything. The dash is incredible. I'll open the door here in a second and show. You can see the rear window is open. So easy to get in and out of. Just drove it to Atlanta last week and got 26 miles to the gallon. Very impressive. So comfortable. Here's the interior, and you can see the dash. There's two big screens in there that have so many features in it. It's unbelievable. One of the most comfortable rides I've ever had in a car or a truck. Highly impressed with this Chevrolet product. Then you walk, again, here's the other side of the step rails, and the very last thing I added was this Chevy logo up front. They have an option, you can make it light up at night, and I did that. But it was such a simple, easy process to go through Boniface Chevrolet in Melbourne. They handled me perfectly. I spent 40 years in this business, so I know how it works, and it was unbelievable how they handled this whole process, and it's unbelievable that I actually won this truck. Couldn't believe it. And I'm so thankful for Helping Seniors, and I look forward to being involved with them and helping them any way I can. And I'll shake the hand of the 2025 winner when they win. I will be there.
Sounds great. So, did you guys look inside? Let's check the dash. Can you pop the door open and let's check? Let's see what this baby looks like inside. I think you said maybe you said it before. I didn't hear it when you were on the other side. You guys just went up to Georgia in this. What a great vehicle this is for a road trip.
Yes. It got us 26 miles to the gallon last week driving up to Georgia, and I'll show you how the dash lights up. I mean, it's just amazing. Sirius XM radio. It has so many features on it I couldn't believe. Automatic cruise control. I just can't get over how much stuff it has in here, and very impressive. The seats are so comfortable. It just cruises nicer than any car I've ever cruised in.
Wow, Jim, I wanted to say we had printed up like 2,500 of these ahead of the car raffle this year, and it was we call it the little Helping Seniors Choose Your Adventure Extra, and we're going to actually print these up again in February, I think, and this time you're going to be like the front page news because it's going to highlight the winner of this. So you're going to be front page, and this is going to be all about the 2025 Helping Seniors Car Raffle, which will be our 9th effort. And I'm so grateful for your willingness to bring the car out, showcase it, and help us because this is the main way that we raise funds every year. And so if people don't help us, we can't do much past
Right.
how people help us. And the more people help us, the more that we're able to serve seniors. And, you know, Jim, we were talking about this when we met before. 1 in 4 people in Brevard County is over the age of 65, and you said you've joined that growing number
Yes,
just
I
this
have
year.
this year.
And we talk about the fact that here in Florida, we have more and more seniors for 3 reasons. One, more people are turning 65 every day. But number 2, people are just flat living longer. So
Right.
by definition, they're just here for a long time. And so when you turn 65, you have great life ahead. You just have to manage that as correctly. And that's what Helping Seniors, what we do is we call it senior navigation. But the third reason that this work that we do is so important is because so many people are moving into Florida and they don't know where to begin
Right.
on this. And many of them are seniors. And so we say here in Brevard County, 1 in 4 of us is 65 and over. 1 in 2 of us is 50 and over, and AARP calls you a senior whether you like it or not on your 50th birthday. So we always say in Brevard County, you either are a senior, love and care for a senior, God willing, give yourself a year or 2 and you're going to get there too. So that's why the education and all the things that we do, the Senior Information Helpline, is so important for seniors. I'm going to give you the last word, and just if you want to look at the camera and just whatever you want to share with the audience about helping
Right.
seniors.
Right. You know, when I bought the tickets, I then started checking into this particular charity, and it's amazing what they do. So whether I won the vehicle or not, I was going to get involved, and I have gotten involved with them. It was a blessing I won the vehicle, but whenever you can give back and help a very reputable charity, go right ahead. You know, feel free to contact me with any information. The raffle was a blessing. I can't wait for the 2025 raffle, and I'll be involved and help and promote it any way I can, and then also be involved in the charity and help them on day to day any way I can also. And if you want to help, get hold of us. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. So well said. Great place to learn about helping seniors, helpingseniorsofbrevard.org. And we'll see you soon.